Check one, one, two.
Good morning. Just giving everyone the 5-minute warning. We're going to start in 5 minutes.
Shakar. Shakar.
Shakar.
Thanks, Tyson.
Yeah.
All right, we're ready to roll. Heck yeah, do it. Good morning. Are we ready to get started? All right.
Good morning, class of 2021 graduates and families. I am so honored to have been this year's Voice of West Ashley, and even more so to have been invited to welcome all of you today. We, the class of 2021, have had so many obstacles to go through this year just to make it here today, and I am so proud of all of us. The memories we made will never be forgotten. Thank you to everyone who helped the graduates, well, graduate. Even though High School Musical was nothing like high school, they did get one thing right. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. It is now my pleasure to recognize our classmates who have chosen to serve our country in the military. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing. McAllister Cole Boatman, U.S. Navy. Anthony Dwayne Burt, U.S. Army. Saeed A. Hassan, U.S. Navy. Rigoberto Ariel Sandiford Rodriguez, U.S. Air Force. Deanna Nikaya Smalls, U.S. Army. Orion Jack Tyra, U.S. Air Force. For those who are currently in the military or are veterans, please stand. Now I ask that everyone please join them and stand for the presentation of colors, followed by the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner by Miss Suzanne Moyo.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Stella. We will sincerely miss hearing your voice every day on the morning announcements. And thank you to Miss Moyo. That was absolutely beautiful. How many of you realize that Miss Moyo could sing like that? Let's give her another round of applause. On behalf of the faculty and staff at West Ashley High School, I would like to welcome all of you to Wildcat Stadium to celebrate the class of 2021. You are the reason that we are here today, and in just a few moments, we'll begin celebrating your outstanding achievements. But first, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to the parents, grandparents, family members, and friends in the stands. Thank you for not only allowing us to teach your children and be a part of their lives, but for your support and partnership in making West Ashley our community high school. This day has been made possible due to the love, support, and guidance you have provided to these incredible students. So graduates, if you would, please stand and join me in showing our appreciation for our friends and family. I'd like to welcome Charleston County Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jarita Postlewaite, Charleston County School District's Board of Trustees Chairman, Reverend Dr. Eric Mack. You have led this district through the toughest of times. For those of you that don't know, CCSD is the largest district in the country to start the school year 5 days a week in person due to your courageous leadership. Thank you. I'd like to welcome Associate Superintendent and former Stono Park Elementary Principal, Ms. Michelle Simmons. District 10 Constituent School Board members, Chairman Mr. Rodney Lewis and Ms. Janie Daniels. And West Ashley High's administrative team, Associate Principal Nick Reese, Assistant Principals Mr. Andrew Brandt, Dr. Jason Aldridge, Ms. Sharice Merriweather, Ms. Tristan Robinson, Ms. Nikki Wilson, and Director of School Counseling, Ms. Yamba Williams. You're a dedicated group of leaders who have worked tirelessly to maintain the daily operations of our expansive campus, and I appreciate you. And to the backbone of West Ashley High, the teachers, counselors, and support staff, thank you for your never-ending commitment to providing our students with an unbelievable educational experience. Thank you to all of those in particular who are volunteering here today. In partnership with our district's operations division, Athletic Director Jeff Phipps and Doug O'Donnell made what you see here today possible. And for those of you who may have missed the giant Jumbotron that was installed this week and turned on for the first time yesterday, I'd like to thank Ms. Stephanie Christensen, our auditorium manager, for working around the clock to highlight our grads on the big screen. Finally, to our graduation committee, Ms. Bridget Lee, Ms. Katie Mollick, Mr. Donnie Newton, and Ms. Shannon Turner, thank you for the intensive planning and relentless resolve to make all of this a reality. Please join me in recognizing this amazing group of individuals. And now, most importantly, to you, the class of 2021. I must first tell you how proud our faculty and staff are of you. When asked to describe you in one word or phrase, this is what they had to say. Ms. Castelline stated that you have grit, which is often defined as having the drive, stamina, and fortitude to push through in times of adversity. You certainly possess that and have earned your success in the trenches of this seemingly impossible year. Ms. Collier said you are accomplished, and Ms. Jickling alluded to the inspirational cliche when referring to you as lemonade makers. It's accurate for you have certainly been flexible, as Ms. Shields stated, and have definitely made the best of things. Ms. Cannon used the term buoyant to describe how you have been able to stay afloat in the worst of times. And Ms. Nettles feels confident that your optimism will lead you to the best of times. Ms. Markland complimented your remarkable patience as we adjusted to the new modes of teaching and learning. Ms. Odell dubbed you as survivors, and Ms. Schuler praised you as thrivers. Ms. Ratcliffe expressed that you were undeterred, and others insisted that you were persistent, tenacious, and courageous. However, the most prevalent word used to best describe your class, according to Ms. Key, Mr. Moton, and 68 other staff members, was resilient. And I could not agree more. Ernest Hemingway wrote that the world breaks everyone, and afterward, many are strong at the broken places. We were all broken a little, or maybe even a lot, over the course of this unforeseeable turn in the road, but we rallied with that notable Wildcat spirit. We banded together and marched onward with a common goal to gather on this day and celebrate you. It's important for you to know that while I absolutely agree with every single one of those descriptions, what I personally appreciate is how your class as a collective group set such a positive tone or mood or vibe. You were the leaders that everyone in this building needed you to be. Without hesitation, you were not only cooperative, but helpful, collaborative, and invested in making this year the best it could be. Whether it was navigating Zoom, juggling hybrid classes, learning to use Canvas, maneuvering through the one-way maze of this ginormous campus, adjusting to the new bell schedule, cleaning desks, bobbing and weaving around temporary fencing and new construction, all while half your face is covered. We were partners in this difficult journey, and the way you handled it with such composure and maturity is what will forever cement your legacy in our hearts and in the halls of your alma mater. Now, it is my sincere honor to introduce all of you to an incredible person, an outstanding teacher, West Ashley High's Teacher of the Year, who, by the way, is a top 5 finalist for CCSD's Teacher of the Year, Coach A.J. Barnes.
Good morning, graduates, distinguished guests, and families. It's my great honor to have this opportunity to stand before you on such a special day. I want to take a moment to describe what this senior class means to me and this occasion. Over the last 4 years, I've come to know many of you in different capacities, whether it was in the classroom, on the athletic field, or in the hallways. Like you, I arrived at West Ashley High School 4 years ago, and in that time, I've witnessed an incredible amount of growth and positive change, much of which attribute to you. This senior class has undoubtedly left their mark on a school and the West Ashley community by working hard day in and day out to change the culture. This group has rejuvenated our clubs, revived school spirit, and strengthened student leadership. All of you have worked hard to make this a school that we can all be proud of, and we're grateful. While this year should have played out like any other traditional senior year, you have had to face trials and tribulations that will one day be in history books. As a social studies teacher, we often talk about generations rising to a challenge, overcoming adversity, and emerging even stronger afterwards. The greatest generation lived through the Great Depression, brought us victory in both Europe and the Pacific. Their children, the baby boomers, weathered the 1960s, achieved civil rights legislation, and fought valiantly in Vietnam. Most recently, Gen Xers and millennials were shaped by the events of September 11th and the sacrifices made both in Iraq and Afghanistan. Now here we stand, having navigated through a global pandemic that challenged us in ways we could never imagine. The fact that you are all celebrating this milestone today demonstrates your incredible resilience. At almost every setback, you seem to persevere, whether it be the adjustment to virtual learning, new COVID protocols as Mr. Comeback spoke about, the shortening of athletic seasons, or the rescheduling and cancellations of major school events. But you were patient and helpful, cooperative and flexible. Seeing how you responded has convinced me of what I've always believed, that your generation will be the one to ultimately bring the positive change that we all need. Standing before you today, I'm tasked with giving a sliver of wisdom. So here's some advice that forms the basic core of what I believe in. First, always value the people and relationships throughout your journey. We're all shaped by the people that we encounter during every stage of our lives. I've learned over time, sometimes a painful one, never to miss a moment to let those people know what they mean to you. Secondly, never miss a chance to move outside your comfort zone. We're all creatures of habit, but I've found that some of the best experiences, memories, and personal growth have come when I've pursued something that I'd never experienced before. Sitting in that same seat many years ago in Granville, Ohio, I would have never dreamt that my journey would have led me to Charleston, South Carolina. While on your journey, stop to take it in. Enjoy every moment. Sometimes even the ones that don't go smoothly or as planned. They make for great stories down the road. And lastly, I want to share a selection of free verse from a professional golfer, Arnold Palmer. He kept this verse on a plaque in his office. Arnold Palmer is regarded as one of the most iconic golfers in PGA history. 4 Masters wins, 62 total tour victories. And the origins of this free verse are unknown, but Palmer attributed this mindset to much of his success. And when I first heard this from one of my coaching mentors, it instantly went up on my classroom wall, and it's remained there ever since. So here's how it goes. If you think you'll lose, you've lost. For out in this world you'll find success begins with a fellow's will. It's all a state of mind. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man or woman, but sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. So enjoy this moment today. Soak it in. Your first mission is accomplished. Be sure to take the time to thank everyone that has played a part in helping you reach this milestone. It's been an honor and an absolute pleasure to be a teacher and a coach here during your 4 years. I look forward to seeing the good that you will do in this world. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce our salutatorian. Thank you. The Costa Cup is given on behalf of Ava Lou and Mauro Costa, both alumni of St. Andrews Parish High School. Each year, it's presented to a student who's earned the second highest grade point average over their 4-year career. This year's recipient is a well-rounded, well-respected young lady. She's a member of the National Honor Society, the varsity soccer team, the Student Government Association. She serves her community by volunteering with organizations such as the local food bank, the Charleston Miracle League, and was a campaign manager for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. She will be attending the University of South Carolina Honors College and majoring in biomedical engineering with a grade point average of 5.192. I am pleased to award the 2021 Costa Cup to Krista Gabrielle Stewart.
Good morning. It is my honor to stand before you all today to celebrate the momentous occasion that has fallen upon us. I would like to thank everyone who has gathered here today, especially all of the parents and family members who have helped each of us reach this point in our lives. Your dedication to our success and prosperity has not gone unnoticed. I would also like to thank the teachers, administration, faculty, and staff of West Ashley High School. Each and every one of you has worked tirelessly to make our education and experience as normal as possible in the midst of a pandemic. From orchestrating our return to in-person classes to planning the prom that I'm not allowed to actually call a prom, the work that you have done for us is immensely appreciated and applauded. Most importantly, I must thank my fellow graduates of the class of 2021. Whether we have been in school together since kindergarten or this is the first time that you are hearing my voice, each of you has made West Ashley's class of 2021 very unique, to say the least. You all have changed my life, especially those of you who spread the word about SparkNotes and all of you in Coach Blake's 4th period pre-cal group chat last year. You know who you are. I'd like to start off by stressing that my GPA does not make me any more capable of giving you all advice on how to live your lives than anyone else here. So please do not hold me accountable for any poor life lessons that I might dispense in this speech. Nevertheless, I'm going to share some lessons that I have learned thus far. I feel the need to clarify that my journey to becoming salutatorian and my dedication to academics has come at the expense of my relationships, sleep, sanity, and much more. Now, I don't mean to say this to deter anyone from working hard to chase their dreams, so I should clarify that working hard should not be done for the sole purpose of achieving an end goal. Chase a passion of yours because you enjoy the chase, not because you desire the paycheck. Do this by making a note of everything that you value in life and put them in order of greatest to least significance to you. Consider the permanence, fulfillment, and consequences that come with each item and commit to prioritizing the items at the top of your list above all else. If family is at the top of your list, then take the extra time off from work to catch all of the recitals and tournaments. If a passion is at the top of your list, then don't let excuses build up in your mind as to why you can't do what you love right in that instant. I can tell you right now that achieving a status probably shouldn't be at the top of your list. Coming from personal experience, acquiring a title serves you little more than something to put on your resume and brag about every now and then. So don't take your titles too seriously, because you are far more likely to cherish your memories, relationships, and experiences above any status or title. With this advice, I would also like to stress the importance of deeply reflecting on yourself, knowing yourself, and learning your passions. Live a life that you want to live, not a life that anyone else tells you that you should want to live. Listen to your heart and act on what it tells you. This does not mean to act impulsively or irrationally. This means act in a way that is authentically you. I strongly discourage living life by just going through the motions set by society. Take every day as an opportunity to thoroughly enjoy your journey. Set aside time and money for what you truly love. Live, laugh, and play in a way that feels true to your identity. As stated by Ellen DeGeneres, the most important thing in your life is to live your life with integrity and to not give into peer pressure to try to be something that you're not. Find the definition of success that most appeals to what is in your heart and live by it. Otherwise, in those last moments of your life, you will regret not taking every opportunity to live life by your own standards. So, class of 2021, I am confident that we will be fully capable of scaling every obstacle in our paths, as long as we tackle them with everything that we have learned in the last 4 years here at West Ashley. If we could overcome everything from calculus to COVID-19, I think it's safe to say that we are ready for everything life has to throw in our direction. So, in the words of esteemed poet Katy Perry, show 'em what you're worth, because class of 2021, you're a firework. Thank you.
At each graduation, the West Ashley High School PTSO recognizes students who have excelled in their classroom over the 4-year high school career. This year, 76 students have qualified for this award with an overall grade point average of 4.0 or higher. They were previously given honor pins and are wearing them today. At this time, I ask for those students to stand and be recognized. You may be seated.
To earn the South Carolina Academic Awards Honors Award, students must receive a minimum grade of B for each semester course in grades 9 through 12, as well as achieve either a score of 710 or higher on the SAT Verbal, 690 or higher on the SAT Mathematics, or a combined score of 1400 or higher, or a score of 30 or higher on the ACT English, a score of 33 higher on the ACT Mathematics, or a composite score of 31 or higher. The following students have met this criteria and will be awarded an academic honors certificate from the South Carolina State Department of Education. When I call your name, please stand and be recognized. McAllister Cole Boatman, Kinsey Ray Carney, Katie Ann Fulmer, Kai Hugh Nugent, John Spencer Stadowski, Krista Gabriel Stewart.
The Rufus E. German Citizenship Award is given annually to the senior who exhibits true leadership qualities during his or her 4 years at West Ashley High School. As an outstanding leader, this person has promoted the welfare of the school and community and has a keen sense of personal integrity and responsibility. This year's recipient is an impressive young lady who is a board scholar and was an exceptional leader in our NJROTC program. She was an executive officer directly responsible for managing over 200 cadets. Her Leadership Academy instructor at the Citadel stated, "This extraordinary leader has the heart of a lion." She will be attending Trident Technical College and majoring in film production. Congratulations to this year's Rufus E. German Citizenship Award recipient, Deja Janelle Parks. Deja, please join us on stage to accept your award.
The General Excellence Award is given each year to a senior who the faculty holds in high esteem. The selected candidates must exhibit academic integrity and have earned a 4.0 or higher, possess leadership skills, and have been involved in numerous clubs and extracurricular activities, and displayed overall strength of character. This year, 12 of West Ashley High's finest were nominated. When your name is called, please stand and be recognized. Adam Bauer, Vanessa Belsito, Carter Blumenstock, McAllister Boatman, Kinsey Carney, Jonathan Ayers, Jayla Hill, Copeland Johnson, Deja Parks, Christopher Robinson, Maddie Sires, Camellia Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, please give these nominees a round of applause. Nominees, please be seated. The recipient of this year's award is an exceptional young lady who is a member of the National Honor Society, a founding member of the Philosophy Club, a mechatronics career and technology education completer, and a member of our award-winning WAHS robotics team. In addition, she is a board scholar, a Palmetto Fellows Scholarship recipient, and will be attending Clemson University in the fall to study chemistry. On behalf of the faculty, it comes with great pleasure to present the 2021 General Excellence Award to Copeland Reese Johnson. Copeland, please join us on stage to accept your reward.
Every year, the senior class selects one male and one female to be honored with the Spirit of West Ashley Award, which recognizes two seniors whose loyalty and enthusiasm for our school are both exceptional and admirable. This year's female recipient has greatly enriched our school with her cheerful disposition and contagious enthusiasm in the halls and over the intercom on the morning announcements. She is a board scholar, a member of the National Honor Society, and a varsity athlete on the cheer and soccer teams. In the fall, she will be attending Ohio University and majoring in nursing. Congratulations to the 2021 female recipient of the Spirit of West Ashley Award, Stella Marie Wood. Stella, please join us on the stage to accept your award. This year's male recipient was an active participant and avid supporter of student activities and athletics. He could often be found front and center, leading the student section and cheering on his fellow Wildcats. This varsity baseball player will be attending Florence Darlington Technical College on a baseball scholarship where he will be studying business. Congratulations to the 2021 male recipient of the Spirit of West Ashley Award, Robert Garrick Murray. Garrick, please join us on the stage to accept your award. Congratulations to both of you.
The C.E. Williams Cup is given annually to the graduate who has earned the highest grade point average over his or her high school career. This award honors Mr. C.E. Williams, a former superintendent of Charleston County District 10 schools. This year's recipient is well respected by her teachers and her peers and has made a lasting impression at West Ashley High School. She is a board scholar, the vice president of the National Honor Society, and a teacher cadet. She will be attending College of Charleston in the fall to study marine biology. This year's valedictorian has maintained a weighted grade point average of 5.272. It is my pleasure to announce the recipient of the 2021 C.E. Williams Cup, Katie Ann Fulmer.
Good morning, West Ashley, teachers, staff, families, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. I am so proud of us for making it out of the extraordinarily difficult circumstances of this past year. 2 weeks turned into 12 months really quickly. When people found out that I was a contender for valedictorian, I was often asked, "Are you just naturally smart?" The answer is no. Just ask Mr. Ludwig what grade I received on my first AP US history test. I honestly have had to work hard for my grades. My family can tell you that throughout middle and high school, I have spent countless hours reading, studying, and doing homework, either tucked away in my room or at the library. While that make me sound like a nerd who just loves schoolwork, I'm actually not that person. Realistically, I dread going home to write an essay or work on math problems as much as the next person. However, I love and have a deep appreciation for learning, and today I would like to explain to you why. First, we are so lucky to have such readily available access to education. Where would we be without advanced healthcare, remarkable technologies, and the awesome inventions that are the direct results of people exploring and expanding their knowledge? Broadening my mind has also genuinely made my life more enjoyable. During this last year, one of the only things that sustained me throughout quarantine was taking long walks while listening to science podcasts and watching nature documentaries. My love of learning has even strengthened my connection with others, including many of my teachers who have genuinely changed my life. I have also bonded with my peers over shared intellectual interests. At home, my parents are excited to discuss the cool things I have learned and are even more grateful that I can assist my 4 younger siblings with their homework. However, most importantly, education has led me to my purpose. In particular, our discussions in AP Biology on the beautiful complexities of life have influenced me greatly. If you know me, you are aware that I have become extremely passionate about protecting animals and educating others on the conservation of our planet. I especially feel a deep sense of fulfillment when I am able to promote this awareness to my siblings and my students in the Kaleidoscope program, knowing that I have the ability to impact younger generations. It is important to me that we treat animals better, reduce our carbon footprint, and increase sustainability. And these passions will be the focus of my future career endeavors, whether that be through research, animal rehabilitation, or teaching. I never would have found my purpose if not for my time here with all of you. My fellow graduates, it is my hope that during your time here, you also found your purpose. And wherever your path takes you after today, whether that be the armed forces, higher education, or straight into the workforce, I encourage you to never stop learning. Actively seek out your passions, expand your mind through reading, and listen to others. It will truly change your life. Thank you and congratulations to the West Ashley High School class of 2021.
Thank you, Katie. Before we begin the awarding of diplomas, I would like to acknowledge this year's Junior Marshals, an honor bestowed on the top academic students from West Ashley High School's class of 2022. When I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Raheem Ghaffar Abbas. Ireland Nicole Cawley. Lily Cooksey Cole. Renai Hamid. William Hicks. Ivana Kinlock. Sullivan Marklin. Catherine McDaniel. Grady Meeks. Luke Murphy. Abigail Stringer. Levi Wagner. Dominica Wells. And Noel Whitner. Congratulations to our junior marshals, and thank you for assisting us today.
Each year, the district recognizes seniors who achieve outstanding academic performance. This year, 48 students have earned an overall grade point average of 4.25 or higher over the past 4 years, and we are proud to recognize them as Charleston County Board Scholars. All of them are wearing medals today, and along with their diploma, will receive certificates. This group will be led by our top 10 graduates following GPA order. At this time, will all CCSD Board Scholars please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated.
You guys ready to get your diploma? I figured you would be. We'll now begin the awarding of diplomas, and Mr. Anthony Ludwig has graciously agreed to read all 320 names. Seniors, please remember to bring your name card to the stage with you. At this time, we'll begin awarding our diplomas.
Katie Ann Fulmer. Krista Gabrielle Stewart. John Spencer Stadalaski. Copeland Reese Johnson. Kinsey Ray Carney. Quay Hugh Nguyen. Brian Eric Alexander Jr. Maddie Grace Sires. Caitlin Noel Riley. Madison Reedy Troy. Caitlin Renee Alderman. Lillian Grace Avery. Adam Charlton Bauer. William Jackson Beasley. Carter Daniel Blumenstock. McAllister Cole Boatman. Sophia Grace Bond. David Alexander Chorba. Ashlyn Leanne Collins. Kipton Mackenzie Cook Jr. Jenna Ruth Dawley. Thomas King Dimitri. Alan Emiliano Gomez Hernandez. Madison Amelia Haywood. Brianna Marie Hefner. Jonathan Ray Hires Jr. Jayla Tamaya Hill. Alea Amani Holmes. Lacey Alexandra Kersey. Rebecca Michelle Levi's. Aaron Stephen Lindenmeyer. Riley Helene Merlander. Townsend Connor McDonald. Hunter Marion McGrew. Abigail Lynn Oldfield. Deja Janelle Parks. Shakar Patel. Christopher Wyatt Robinson. Caleb Aaron Snyder. Addison Felder Stoudenmeyer. James Edward Thorne Jr. Emma Dupree Vaughn. Ella Danielle Webb. Camelia Grace Williams. Olivia Taylor Williams. Stella Marie Wood. Fatih M. Alshamleh. Katie Lee Altin. Vince Gabriel Apostolico. Tyler Britton Bays. Larico Baker Jr. Jordan Christian Behrens. Jordan Tyler Bell. Vanessa Marlene Belcito. Adriana Ray Berardino. Janai Rosemary Blackshear. Luke Robert Boris. Ashley Francis Bauer. Rachel Ann Brewer. Tyler J. Brigman. Claire Michelle Brinson. Darius Darnell Brown. Darius Harold Brown. Joseph Michael Brown. Kareem Latre Brown. Courtney Kiara Brown. Lanija Samaria Brown. David Lee Burgess. Anthony Duane Burt Jr. Samaria Lazela Butler. Janarius Jamal Campbell Jr. Amanda Janae Capers. Jalea Tamara Capers Manigault. Amari Zanaya Miracle Capers Rouse. Parker Seal Caps. Anne Marie Klassen. Daniel Jason Klein. Nicholas Thomas Connor. Caitlin Mackenzie Cope. Jackson Reed Copeland. Celeste Caitlin Creedmoor. Carlos Yanel Cruz Reyes. Ajayla Shaddai Davis. Andrew Taylor Davis. Sierra Elizabeth Davis. Jacob Lawrence D'Antonio. Zoe Maria DiMaggio. Seth Zechariah Diamond. Sanaya Imani Drayton. Elena Marie Driggers. Henderson Young Droulet. Avery Nehemiah Dunbar. Skylar Samore Edwards. Avery Jaden Emig. Jessica Noel DeWild. Jeremy Allen Irwin. Denasia Lachey Gibbs. Dominic Biagio Feliciano. Alasia Zakoya Tania Ford. Kenaya Lynette Frazier. Aaron Eugene Freyer. Devarius Taekwon Freyer. Brandon Maxwell Gaddy. Tyler Austin Gaddy. Dominic Keon Gadsden Thrower. Brantley Kristen Gitano. Joshua Matthew Gant. Janasia Amani Gibson. Madison Christine Glover. Nyasia Melissa Graham. Megan Ania Grant. Anthony Trayvon Green. Timothy Jonathan Frazier III. Kevin Hatrail Green. Kyla Najee Green. Antoine Terrell Hamilton. Samari Hamilton Smith. Nathan Thompson Handigan. Zoe Danielle Harris. Saeed A. Hassan. Catherine Elise Hawkins. Tavion Stephen Haynes. Shay Nicole Held. Tanner James Henderson. Rashad Terrell Henry. Alejandro Hernandez. Nicholas Elliott Hayward. Rachel Lachelle Hayward. Tyson Edward Holt. Madison Kaylee Howard. Isaiah Vernon John Michael Howerton. Osteen Jared Huggins. Osteen Jared Huggins. Pick each other up when we fall. Karain Jaella Hunter. Nicholas William Jackson. Courtney Riette Jakes. Jewel Octavia James. Aiden Tyler Javier. Ethan Gerald Jefferson. Zechariah Isaiah Jenkins. Dynasty Daisy Jenkins Mitchell. Carolyn Josie Jennings. Talia Nicole Jerido. Addie Shelby Johnson. Devon Forgetti Johnson. Kayla Tierra Johnson. Miracle Alexandria Johnson. Daniel Devon Jones. Janae Anasia Jones. That's what I wrote. Janae Anaja Jones. London Jones. Jared Davis James. Ready for two? You ready for the next box? Deshaun O'Shea Jordan. Maya Amani Kareem. Kirkland Royal Kessler. Thomas Leon Killian. Zoe Elizabeth King. Maxine King Redden. Christiane Touchane Ladson. Peyton Maisha Ladson. Brandon Dominic Lafayette. Nyla Grace Lafayette. Janae Ardell Larry. Nicholas Colin Latrace. Hey, thanks. Emma Lee Lavender. Rachel Elizabeth Lay. Savannah Gail Lieber. Christian Antonio Lopez. Chase Mikkel Lucado. Lauren Rose Lupton. Charmaine Notoria Magwood. William Isaac Malloy. I got you. I need it in my throat. Shaikeem Javon Macon. Brittany Cervantes Manduano. Brian Darrell Manigault. Kara Grace Manigault. Lanaya Jade Manigault Ferret. Andrew Michael Martinez. Claudia Yulisa Martinez Flores. Tamars Davari Matthews. Madison Lee McCautry. Connor Aiden McGillicuddy. Ahmad Tyrell McKinley. Angel Lily Ruth McNeil. Shane Lee McTeer. Samuel Alexander Medina. Hobby John Meekins. Alicia Jasmine Meeks Jenkins. Raekwon Tyrone Middleton. Alexis Brianna Mills. Taylor Elizabeth Mills. Darnicia Lamara Minus. LaRon DeMarquise Mitchell. Chanel Alania Mitchell. Tyler Mollett. Trenton Raekwon Middleton. Connor Franklin Montgomery. Maria Guadalupe Morales. Justin Rain Morris. Michael Anthony Murray II. Robert Garrick Murray Jr. Zanijah Myers. Zanaya Myers. Ross Kendall Nebbit. Christopher William Nelson. Luke Ripon Ogier. Jacob Daniel Owens. Alyssa Morgan Panish. Anna Carolina Paredes. Gabriela Lynn Ramirez. Lauren Rebecca Leasia Parker. Tyler Jaquan Parker. Tynasia Nishay Parker. Oriana Perez. Matthew Cooper Peterson. Joshua Winslow Pinkney. Nadia Polite. Isaac Terrell Porter. Preston Scott Postel. Mallory Suzanne Pritchard. Gavin Patrick Reiner. Cecilia Rochelle Ramirez. Alexis Nicole Richardson. Janiyah Frenae Rivers. Holden Cress Robs. Simone Janae Cheyenne Roberson. Sarah Caroline Robertson. Aaliyah Shanae Robinson. Matthew James Robinson. Tania Elaine Robinson. Michaela Destiny Robinson White. Amaya Gabrielle Ross. Ronaya Tamari Rouse. Meredith Hutton Rowe. Cameron Kyle Sayer. Rigoberto Ariel Sandiford Rodriguez. Ethan Hawkeye Santoro. Kennedy Madison Schaefer. Jacoby Adam Schalk. Loudon Thomas Scherer. Sydney Lynn Schuler. Anna Schwerin. Preston James Scott. Javion Damari Seeger. Shekinah Glory Sharper. Caroline Olivia Sheely. Asia Alea Simmons. Frank Fitzgerald Simmons Jr. Imani Tanaya Simmons. Jordan Elizabeth Simmons. Jasmine Grace Simpson. Herbria Monet Singleton. Christian Donovan Sipe. Emily Dorothy Sisson. Alexander Daniel Smalls. Deanna Nakaya Smalls. Amaya Cheryl Smith. Joshua Caleb Smith. Tigeria Miracle Smith. Evan Reese Snyder. Sydney Nicole Soda. Amanda Rain Strickland. Amber Reese Strickland. Evan Steele Tisdale. Ryan Patrick Tracy. Zoe Maria Truitt. Orion Jack Tyra. Vivian Vong. Sierra Lynn Ward. Destiny Aaliyah Washington. Jada L. Washington. Jaden M. Washington. Christian DeMarco Washington. Christopher Parker Watford. Trapper Jelani Omar Watkins. Danasia Amani Watson. Tanzania Kiana Watson. John Hain Webb. Raven Tony Webb. Ashlyn Elizabeth Wise. Jarma Duque Whaley. Emily Grace Whitaker. Daryl Lamar White Jr. Donovan Christopher White Jr. Shakira Alicia White. Ashley Nicole Wickman. Michael Daniel Wigfall. Giovanna Anaya Wilder. Madeline Ann Wilkes. Jordan Stefan Williams. Jatonia Annabelle Smalling. Sincere Nasser Williams. Stephen Javon Williams. Treshawna Amore Williams. Samaria Arnique Williams. Jackson Thomas Woodham. Justin Tyler Washington.
How about one more round of applause for the class of 2021? You guys ready to make it official? Honored guests, by the power vested in me by the state of South Carolina and the Charleston County School District, I now pronounce the West Ashley High School class of 2021 graduated and credentialed with the awards presented today, June 19th, 2021. Graduates, please move your tassel from right to left. Now, you know we give you an empty diploma. You see that, right? There's just a few more things that we want to do before we let you go. We mentioned it earlier. I know I did. When I tell you that you really are an amazing group of students, I mean that with all sincerity. So much so that our staff, many of whom were unable to join us today, felt so compelled to say how uniquely special you are. It's one thing to hear it from me, it's another to read it with your own eyes. Row leaders, Graduates, your row leaders are delivering handwritten notes addressed to you from one of the 185 faculty members who specifically selected you. You've left your mark, and these letters are but a small token of our admiration and appreciation. Thank you, class of 2021. Parents and guests, at this time, we're going to begin the process of dismissing you. I appreciate you being here with us today and ask for your help in making sure that we keep this as safe event as possible. And so if you would, as you're leaving and heading out to your car, please wear your face masks. Graduates, you'll remain on the field to receive your diplomas, and we ask that you please report to your vehicles. Your graduates will meet you there. Row leaders, if you want to start distributing our diplomas, and one last time to the class of 2021, congratulations. Now, if you want to see how high you can get your caps, now's a perfect time to do it. Graduates, please stay in your seats so you get the right diploma. I know you don't want to come back on Monday to try and figure out where yours is. Graduates, if you would, please have a seat in your assigned seat so we can get you your diplomas. Thank you.
Thank you. Couldn't find those two? Well, no.
All of mine.
Oh,
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Thanks, sir. Thank you for being here.
All right. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Yeah.
All the way to Bridgetown. Hey, thank you so much for being here.
Bridget, tell me when I can just, whenever we want to discuss it, we'll do it.
Right there.
Yeah. Okay, just tell me, just give me a thumbs up.
Let's get it together.
Say it, I'll just announce it.
Nobody's part of it. I love it.
Everyone, please remain in your seats until we ask you to stand. Please remain in your seats. Just one more minute. Will all the guests please report to the parking lot? I've lost words.
I'd like to go say something to the kids, you know?